My life is a lot different now than it was 3 months ago. I paint a lot more. I see my friends more. I cuddle with my parents more. I appreciate every day that I have a lot more than I ever used to. Why, you might ask? Because of cancer. Stage 4. It's in my esophagus and now it's spread to my liver. Not fun. I got diagnosed about 3 months ago, with treatment starting March 20th. I have learned a lot about myself in the past 3 months and have shocked myself at how strong I could be sometimes. For example, getting my Mediport. It is a little disc that goes under your skin and connects to a major artery in your chest. This is for chemotherapy treatments so that you don't have to get IV treatments and ruin your veins through your arms. I cried really hard when I first found out I would have to get this port, and I was really scared going into the surgical room, but I did it. It still freaks me out that it's there, and now that I've lost some weight, it sticks out more and really skews me out. Yuck. They put a huge, big fat needle into it every time to give me my chemotherapy infusions. It's pretty nasty, but I get through it surprisingly every time. And there's no way I could pull through it without my friends and my family. Without them, I would have given up a long time ago, because fighting cancer is no easy feat. My parents have been so perfect and supportive, I can't even believe how strong they are. I have a newfound respect for them, and dealing with this cancer has made all of us closer. I had so many visitors in the hospital, 14 at the most, and received so many gifts and flowers and balloons all the time that really lifted my spirits. My friends know flowers are my favorite, so each of the 3 times I was hospitalized, there was a surplus of them. My uncle worked really hard to get me secondary insurance, Obamacare, and my aunts went with me and my parents to Sloan Kettering Hospital, and for my treatments at North Shore Hematology Oncology. We made up a huge clown car. It was funny. My cousin Courtney made up these bracelets for me. She ordered 100. It says cancer. We kill you, you don't kill us. And then a little 4% with a heart. But my favorite and most touching gift is this decorated mason jar from one of my best friends, Valentina. She made it and coordinated about 30 friends to write me letters of support and inspirational quotes, which she put inside. Some of them made me laugh, some of them made me cry, a lot. But each one helped me through when I was going through having a hard time. I'm so lucky to have the friends and family that I do have. I really don't know where I would be without them. Speaking of treatments though, I'm on a very aggressive regimen. I'm on 3 different chemotherapies. 1 I take every day at home, Xeloda. 3 in the morning and 2 at night. It's Xeloda crap, honestly. But there's always something to laugh at, because everyone has something. It's true cancer is no walk in the park. It has made me question a lot in my life. I gave up on school for a while, but recently I have found my motivation again. My professors are being nice enough to let me take an incomplete and hand in some of my makeup work late, and I'm determined to get it all done. It's hard to do schoolwork though when you are more concerned about fighting for your life. The statistics for what I have truly are devastating. 4%. A 4% survival rate is like nothing. I switch all the time between being realistic and optimistic, and I'm not sure which one is the correct approach. On one hand, I figure my grades won't matter if I'm dead in a year. And on the other hand, I remember that any of us can die at any second, so I should continue to fight my hardest to complete my dreams of graduating as an RN. One weird fact that I forgot to mention, my mom had esophageal cancer as well, 8 years ago. It isn't supposed to be genetic, so all the doctors are shocked when they learn my mother had it first. All of her doctors told her that she was young to get it, and she was in her 50s, so me at 23 really blows minds. They caught hers early though, and she was very lucky. Hers disappeared after just chemotherapy and radiation. I can't get radiation though because the liver is a weaker organ and can't withstand it. I wish I could follow the same exact treatment because I know how well it worked for her, but I do trust my doctors to know what is best to fight mine because it is different. This digital story project luckily forced me to become more realistic and truly accept that I am fighting cancer. Lots of times I forget and push myself a little too hard. For example, when I went to the city to see a concert with my friends, if I didn't, cancer would win, only 5 days after my chemotherapy infusions. My doctors called me crazy and my parents called me brave, but looking back, it was maybe a stupid decision to push myself that hard. The next day I felt sicker and more exhausted than ever, but it was worth it. I think it somehow is empowering to stand before a group of people and announce I have cancer. It is almost like I am part of a secret club. If you haven't had cancer, you just don't understand. I can relate a little more now to Nancy Mares, who used the different C word, cripple, and found that it shocked people but empowered her. I find sometimes when I just announce, almost proudly, that I'm fighting cancer, a lot of people have the same initial reaction. But there is no other word I can say. I don't have any other options, and although I'd rather say that I do not have cancer, the fact is that I do. I do have cancer, and that's fine too, because it is my something. And although lots of times it makes me feel weak, it actually is making me stronger every single day.